Hi, welcome back to Cards and Coffee. How are you? It's officially Saturday. It's 7-11. It's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. Okay, so we have the Fuhu Frey Wealth Mother Rune. Like I said, victory, especially with especially through wisdom and knowledge and everything as well. That's right across from the victory rune. So like I said, a lot of stuff is being paid out just by moving, just really doing what you're doing, moving ahead, furthering your knowledge, your passions, your creations, your wisdom, your knowledge, all the type of stuff. It's going to bring you victory. But this right here, this particular sigil, reverse curse back to sender. So I need you just to sit up straight, right? I didn't want to end it before I gave this one out. But this one could, help somebody. Okay, so reverse curse back to sender. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit up straight. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe through your nose, and breathe out your mouth. Center yourself. You can close your eyes. Well, no, because you have to see the sigil. But focus on the sigil in front of you. Alrighty. So this is the sigil for reversing curse. Like I said, you can put it on wood. You can go like to Family Dollars or the craft store, Dollar Tree, whatever. Get these little wood pieces or whatever. Any type of natural piece, leather, anything. You can put it on paper. And if you do paper, do parchment. I think you can do typing paper, but the way you have to tear it, especially if you want to send something away from you, you would tear it counterclockwise into a little small piece or whatever. It just can't have like the little digitally cut lines and stuff like that. Brown paper bag or any type of natural kind of paper like that, you can or surface, put your sigil on that. Especially if you want to put it on a keychain, get you like one of those little wooden. They have them at the gas station, like the little regular wooden keychains or anything like that. They got the wooden bookmarks. You can put sigils on that, and just keep it. You can say, like I would sage the wood or sage whatever you're gonna use first, and then put your sigil on that. Definitely work like a charm. Okay, works like a charm. But okay, let's pull a couple more, then we're going to get into the next portion, darling, of the reading. Let's see. But yeah. Okay, there we go. Jira Earth. Cycle, action. Like I said, this is a new cycle. A lot of endings create new beginnings. So this is within the new cycle. Some are going to have it now in the summer. Some are going to have it in the fall. Some are going to have it in the winter, going into the end of 2020, into the beginning of 2021. I was just protection, divine protection, sanctuary, your home, everything. Like I literally said, sigil, these sigils are going to come in handy. But, oh, did I show the card? There you go. The letter Z. Well, divine protection, like I said, a lot of the elders, ancestors, and the masters, God, like the angels, everybody's intervening. Everybody's intervening. Like I said, if you don't believe in God and a higher, or some form of a higher power, you will by the end of this year. At least going into the first half of 2021, it's going to be some non-believers turning to some believers. Just please believe me, alright? But yeah, divine protection is here. No matter how much you're attacked, just know, like, literally, like, it could have been worse. Okay, there we go. Wait a second. We got 3 cards. I don't know what I'm going to read in here. Tharsis, Thor, protection, polarity, and regeneration. The gods like are literally protecting you. Also, we got this one. Rikana, birth, earth, mother, birth. A lot of people are giving birth to new things. Also, babies and stuff like that as well. Relationships, marriages, unions. And these births are going to be protected by divine. No matter how much black magic is put on your womb. That's another thing. I did feel that. There is a womb curse being put on the divine feminines to stop them from having children. It's always been that the curse, like I said, for me, it happens every summer. I don't know whether it's a part of the summer ritual, but that's something I did feel, like literally physically feel. I was like, okay, they're trying to do that womb again. That womb, it's like a womb curse, a womb spell, or whatever they're trying to do. Like literally, God's finna bring these children here. There's no stopping these children. No matter what they do in the spirit realm, those children are coming here. Like they're meant to be here. They're meant to be here. Also, that's something else I channel along with the rituals and stuff like that. They are performing rituals in the spirit realm. Of course, that's anybody knows that part. But they're performing rituals in the spirit realm. These kids are coming back. It don't matter what they're trying to do in the spirit realm. They're coming here. Mark those words. They are coming here. This is a part of the prophecy for the new realm and new earth and everything else. They're coming here. These children are part of the new generation of people. Like, these people are going in union. They're going to have these children. They're going to have these unions. They're going to have these children. All this stuff is prophesied already. There's not enough confusion to stop it now, if that makes sense. It's not enough. It's not enough. That's why the spells are getting more hectic and more frequent. But there's not enough. If that makes sense. It's not enough power to stop God. There's not enough to block the masculine from the feminine or the feminine from the masculine. There's not enough to block them from their children and their spirit children and stuff like that. I do know they're trying to sacrifice the children over in the spirit realm and perform ritual workings and stuff like that. Though, no matter what they do, these children are coming here. They will not be karmic children. These are divine children. These are literally like God's grandbabies, if that makes sense. I call them God's grandbaby because, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Like I said, my children do visit me. People be trying to hurt my children in the spirit realm, and every time they do that, something really bad happens to them. Also, sun, the element of sun, right? Like I said, a lot of fertility. And also, sun card deals with the Leo season. We got, what, a week and a half to Leo season, something like that. A week and a half, 2 weeks to Leo season. That's a week and a half. Today's the 11th, so it's like a week and a half until Leo season. Pay attention to Leo season. Also, pay attention to Sunday. The color is orange, yellow. Also, this deals with creativity, leadership, fame, home, family, solar power, personal empowerment, intuition, success, and health. So those are the elements of the sun. So pay attention to those. Like I said, Leo season is popping up as well. I miss doing cards and copy. Cards and copy. Cards and copy, huh? Cards and coffee. Thorsize Thor, protection, polarity, and regeneration. Like I said, with the certain runes, they're going to repeat. Like this is for X, and the other one was for what? X and TH. So, and then breaking down, there's other things that you can do with runes and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm learning, and as I'm learning, I want to share as much as I can. Yes, honey. But yeah, so there's protection over your everything. Home life, family, all the type of stuff. Just know it's coming full circle. I'm literally drinking coffee at 12 o'clock at night. Well, 1 o'clock in the morning. I keep thinking today's Sunday, but today is officially Saturday. I don't know. And yesterday felt like the weekend, like the Saturday. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up here. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Spirit, thank you so much for the previous messages. Could I get one more before we close out this spread for my viewers? Past, present, or even future. Yeah. Inguis. Fertility, music, true love, and harmony. Like I said, these unions and all this type of stuff, they're coming in, man. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Help your deepest wishes come true. Like I said, a lot of people are wishing for a union and stuff like that. So this is a sigil. So I need you to sit up straight, breathe in, breathe out, and focus on the sigil in front of you. Go. So this is to help your deepest wishes come true, right? Thing about sigils, it can only work with, especially positive sigils like this. Your intent has to be good. Your energy has to be good as well. If it's any type of negative stuff, it's not gonna work just like anything else. Okay, we're gonna end that there. All right, let's get into our little remedy. I didn't do none of my little sage. I got my incense going. My frankincense and mud and my nung chopper. I miss doing cards and coffee, but that was a lot to deal with energetically. But can't stop, won't stop. I'm gonna say Rockefeller Records. Oh my goodness. Uno joy, yeah, kinship, heritage, and joy. Letter W. Run. And the fact that these both are back to back, it's the same one, but one's V and one's W, right? If you've been dealing with some imbalance in your family, or even your soul family, just know it's up and down, up and down. It's 50-50 right now, but it's gonna come back full circle. Just give it a minute. This year itself has thrown a lot of people off. It's throwing people off now. Don't worry, it's coming full circle. Give it a minute. Put these up. Okay, so this remedy right here. I should have pulled it up. Okay, this right here is something new for me. I've been researching on and off, and it's like something really old in the spiritual community and stuff like that. The Thieves Vinegar. The old people used to use this bad boy. Now, my grandmother used to keep something else. It could have been the Thieves Vinegar. But vinegar and stuff like that, you know, the older people, they keep all that stuff, you know, on deck, basically. Okay, so we're going to make this, right? So, I have a refurnished bottle for my detox. Sustainability, you know, eco-friendly, that type of stuff. I peeled the little label off of it, so I got to go back and take some alcohol and get the rest of it off. I couldn't wash it off. It wouldn't come off with bleach and hot water and stuff, so I'm going to come back and get that. So I'm going to use this right here, a 16 ounce amber bottle, because you do have to store this vinegar in a very dark place. And I'm just going to take a towel or a black shirt or something and wrap it up and put it off to the side. I'm going to actually end up making two. Now this version right here I'm going to use as a actual cleanser for like spiritual cleansing around inside and outside of the home. You have to let this curate for 6 weeks, if not longer. The longer, the better. So what I'm going to actually do is take this bottle right here. This is just going to be like my base bottle. I'm going to store it as long as I possibly can. Like I said, I'm getting ready for fall. So I do advise people, go ahead. You have to at least let it sit for 6 weeks, according to every video and thing I've read, information, all that kind of stuff. But this is called Thieves Vinegar. This is for protection. This is for cleansing. Also, a lot of people like to drink it as well. This particular version you can drink, but if you use the version, I'm going to make that version probably later this week. Red wine vinegar. That's the one you normally use to actually drink, but you can drink this one as well. Normally, I use the Sprague's, the Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I'm just going to use like a little cheapy dollar vinegar, $1.50 apple cider vinegar. Don't use white vinegar. Some people, they say that you can use white vinegar, but we're going to use apple cider vinegar. This is a 32 fluid ounce bottle. Of course, we're not going to need this whole bottle. So what we're going to do, I have the vinegar, right? You're going to fill it up with your spices and stuff first. So first thing first, I have my little bowl right here. You're going to take your garlic. And did you know garlic skin, onion skin and stuff is actually used in spiritual practices as well? Depending on how many people you got in your house. I got my little bowl with my little knife here. How many people you got in your house depends on how ooh, this is a big one. Okay, I'm going to split this one. Ooh, honey, are we supposed to split them? Because this is not going to fit in here. Ooh, no, honey, this is not going to fit. This is not going to fit, boo. Look how big this is. I would have never opened this. Look how big it is. And fat and thick and juicy. Oh, my goodness. I just picked a mutant. Okay, so basically I just picked a mutant clove of garlic. They're huge. I would have never gotten this. Look at this. Don't make no sense. It's huge. This don't make no sense. Look at this. What is this old X-Men bulb of garlic? Like, what is this, mutant? This is a mutant. Look at this. This is not going to fit in this bottle. It's no. No. So we just going to go ahead and save this. Save this. I'm going to go unorthodox. I'm going to cut it because you need garlic for this. Only thing I don't have available, but there's different variations of this Four Thieves vinegar. You can go on Pinterest, you can Google it, YouTube. I've watched it from all over, right? I've watched it from all over. So I'm just going to take the garlic, I'm going to cut it up. Also, there's another detox I want to make as well. I need to research a little bit more on this one. It's what they used in the, I think, the early 1900s. Early 1900s, especially during the 1800s. In the 1800s, early 1900s. So I'm just going to take this garlic. I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to go ahead and cut it up. And I put it in my jar. So I'm going to cut up these 2 bulbs. Like I said, this is only a 16-ounce jar. And it's loud. It's fresh garlic too. So use fresh garlic. If you only have minced, I didn't see anyone use minced garlic. So I would say just try to use as many fresh ingredients as possible. Now, when it comes to the spices, the seasonings and stuff like that, you don't need to use fresh if you don't have it. I've seen them use, you know, whatever you got, basically. Fresher is the best, though. If you can get some fresh herbs and stuff, that's cool. That's great. Okay. So you see how big these are? Look how big these are. This is garlic. This is a garlic morsel. Some people do say the garlic skin for other remedies and stuff like that. It washes and cleanses. And I got my paring knife right here, as y'all can see, if y'all can see it. I don't think y'all can. This stuff is loud, honey. This will scare any vampire off. I promise you it will. Ooh, honey. We're gonna just drop them off in the amber jar. This is why I say save some jars. If you, all those products and stuff, food, you better save them jars, especially these big jars like this, and then those big ass pickle jars and stuff like that. They come in handy, especially if you're doing spiritual practicing and stuff like that. So this is the Four Thieves vinegar. This is probably one of the oldest recipes floating around the internet for our spiritual workings. I'm gonna put one more in there. One more. Baby, this garlic is busting right now. It's busting. And then this one is like a weird shape. This was never going to fit whatsoever. That's what she said. But these are big pieces of garlic. I don't know what I was thinking getting this. I think I was in such a rush grabbing them. Trying to get out of the store. Also, you can put ginger in this. So there's different variations. The one I'm going to start drinking this fall, because I'm going to let it sit up until the fall. So I'm going to let it sit up until probably September, October. Because we don't have that long. We don't have that long. This is going to sit up 6 weeks. So by the end of By the end of August, this is ready to go. At least by Labor Day, this is ready to go and ready to be used. And some people like to go ahead and use it. I mean, to each his own, but you have to let this sit and curate. You have to let this sit and curate. I'm going to take this little piece off. Okay. So I got one more bulb left. I got one more. Do I? Whew. Garlic Central, boo. Ooh, honey. I think I'm gonna save the garlic skin and onion skin, especially red onion. The darker, of course, the darker, more potent the actual root or herb. Ooh, okay, you're just gonna jump out my hand. All right, disrespectful. Okay, I think I'm gonna save it just to see if I can research something that I can use them for. And see, look at this, perfect. Little small one. Look at that. When I needed you, you're not there. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use this whole bulb. Depending on how many people you have in your house, just the number of little bulbs of, not a whole clove, a little small clove that you use. Now I'm going to use the whole bulb of garlic. Like I said, we got people in and out of our house, spiritually and physically. So I'll put this here. And plus, I'm tackling some vampirism entities and stuff like that too. Yeah, we're going to put that right there. We're going to put that right there. Yes, we are. So I use the whole bulb. You don't have to, but I'm going to because I want mine nice and strong. Okay, so we got that there. Okay, so what you're going to traditionally use, I don't have rosemary, so I'm going to use thyme. I'm going to use thyme. I have some fresh thyme, but I want to save that for something else. I don't have rosemary. That's the only thing. I'm going to come back later, actually tomorrow or Sunday, to put the rosemary in. So I'm going to leave a little room in the jar, right? Also a little basil. Basil is very protective as well. Black pepper. You don't have to use all, like I said, you don't have to use all of these. I have garlic in here, but I have some garlic salt. Garlic salt, like I said, I've seen different recipes, and just happened I have all this stuff already. And black peppercorns. Found this right here, and see, we used to have a store called Easy Way. They used to carry all these little spices and stuff in the bag. I was actually very shocked to see this, but this right here is the dried mulling spices. So this right here has, I know it's cinnamon, cloves, what else is it? Cinnamon chips, cloves, orange peel, allspice. So I'm going to put a little bit of each. Can you guys see this? Okay, wait. I'm going to put a little bit of each in here. This was like only like $2.50, $2.50. I'm going to take it and transfer it into a Ziploc bag. I'm going to store it until I can get another little small. No, I have a small. You know what? I have a small jar. I'm going to take this and make a label for it and put it in the. See, I bought this maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It's just been laying around my house in my little stash, my little cubby. So we're going to go ahead and put that in here. Also, we have cumin. So a pinch of that. I have fennel seeds. Fennel seeds. Also, I have some dried sage. So ground dried sage. Also, I love this. I actually got this at Big Lots a couple months ago. The Himalayan black salt, $3. This is how many ounces? This is 22.1 ounces. This is black sea salt. Is this from the Hawaiian? Is this the Hawaiian one? Wait a second. No, this is from Pakistan. Okay, but I know a lot of them come from, a lot of brands come from Hawaii. But this right here, you know I'm going to reuse this jar, boo. Yes, I should have got 2. This is the black salt. And you can, if you have a mortar and pestle, you can grind this up. Or if you have like a coffee grinder or something like that, you can grind this up. This by itself in different little, I call them protection dust. Perfect. It stinks. I'm going to let you know right now, it stinks really bad, right? It smells like sulfur. Also, my vegan people, a little black salt in like a chickpea salad is perfect. It gives you that fishy smell to it and a little bit of a taste, but it's like a fishy aroma. Like I said, I only paid $3, if you can see that. And I went to Big Lots. Big Lots is popping. It's like the hidden gem. Quarantine right now has it looking a little, a little scraggly right now, but normally they're really full with everything. This 22.1 ounce jar of black salt, and I love the jar. Look at that, cork and all. We are definitely reusing this. $3 plus tax, so like $3.19, $3.20, something like that with tax. But we're gonna use a little bit of this. Also, like that's white salt, sea salt. We got that. But I don't think I'm gonna put some of that in there. Yeah, I think that's all I want to use, I think. And rosemary, I'm going to put some fresh rosemary, or you can use, like I said, ground rosemary and thyme. You can use that in there as well. So first thing first, I'm going to go ahead. I got the garlic in here. So the garlic is in here. Vibrant. Very vibrant. We're gonna go ahead and put the cloves and everything in here, cloves and then cinnamon, whatever you can really find to put in here. Like I said, there's different recipes for stuff. I'm gonna put more cloves in here because the original recipe has cloves in it. Also, lavender. My lavender, where is it? I'm gonna put lavender in here as well. So lavender, rosemary, thyme, garlic, cloves. If you only have garlic spices or minced garlic or something like that, use whatever you got. That's the thing about spirituality and the actual spiritual practicing. Whatever you got, especially it's more so modernized now. Very few recipes are going to call for, like, literally, of course, the fresher you use, the better. The fresher you use, the better. Also, bay leaf. I'm going to put bay leaf in here as well. Like I said, I'm going to be using this for surface spaces. I'm going to use make a wash and cleanser out of this as well. Because I already cleaned with the cleansing vinegar. And so far I like it. It gets a little weird, vinegary. A little weird smelling, but it actually works pretty well. Uh-oh. I lost a couple. Wait a second. Where you go? I lost another one. Wait a second. No man left behind because I need all this. So kind of get yourself, like I said, get yourself ready. Especially if you've been under attack this week. And people are like, why come you're always under attack? X, Y, Z. But no, because if I attack them, they'll probably die. Yeah. You know, so I let God deal with that part. I protect myself enough. And it's just certain stuff God has to protect you from. It's out of your league. Okay, so have that. Like I said, I'm putting more cloves in here than anything else. Put a little string of paper out of here. Let's see if I can get some of that allspice in here. So cloves and allspice, and a few chips of the cinnamon. Just a few. Uh-oh. I lost some. Wait a second. I'm losing. No man left behind up in this bad boy. So definitely, like I said, I keep like a little container full of stuff. All my little spiritual stuff in a little small container. I dropped a lot. Wait a second. Okay. So this is what it looks like so far. Like I said, the label made it sticky. So I have to go back and take off the rest of the little sticky stuff with some alcohol or something like that. Because apparently bleach and soap and water didn't work. But yeah. So that's so far, that's what's in here. If you guys can see. Right here. I just hate it's so sticky. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the black salt in. Like I said, you can crush this if you want to at first. Like I said, it's going to be sitting a long time. So that apple cider vinegar, the acid that's in that, is actually going to most likely break this down. Most likely it's going to break this down. So I'm just going to take it. I do not like this smell. Ooh. But if you want something to taste like fish bars, like chickpea salad, I've been making chickpea salad for a minute. It's been a minute. So I'm going to take it. I meant to get a funnel, but I made a mistake. I left the gym, and I went to Dollar Tree. I found one, and I left my I left my card in my other wallet. So I was like, you know what? I didn't need to buy it. And look, I'm doing it without it. So if you got a funnel, use a funnel. If not, just pinch it in like I'm doing by hand. All right. So this is good for protection, also blessing at home and stuff like that. It's different stuff. Health-wise, it's actually really good, especially with this biological weapon that is going to go unnameless. They call it COVID-19. I call it the devil in biological form. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But there is another tonic. I've found 2 so far I want to make, but you have to let them curate and marinate and all this type of stuff. Okay, we're going to pour just a little bit more, maybe one more handful. So I'm going to pour one more handful of the black salt. And it's called Fresh Finds. Baby, the bottle sold me. I was like, yeah, boo. That's going to be on my altar, honey. That's going to be on my altar. Also placing black salt. I do put black salt on my altar. And also put white salt or pink Himalayan salt. But normally it's going to be white or black salt. Okay. So we got that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the fennel seeds in it. And the black peppercorns. Fennel seeds are good for protection as well. So basically, it's a lot of herbs that serve multi-purpose. If you've never seen what fennel seeds look like, these are great in tea. A lot of tea blends, premium tea blends, use fennel seeds in them. So these are the fennel seeds, and this is just the private selection brand. You know how much I paid for them? You want to know? Even though the regular price is $3.99, which is $4.15 or 19 cents plus tax, I only paid $1.79 in their manager special aisle. Because a bitch shops on a budget. Always. I don't care whether I have money or not. I shop on a budget. Save your money for stuff that, like traveling and stuff like that. Stuff that's going to actually matter. I'm going to use the thyme now. Thyme. How are we going to do this? Okay, I'm just going to pinch it in. So I need a funnel for this part. But just do the best you can. So fennel seeds, we got the black salt, garlic, we got the cloves, allspice, and also the cinnamon bark chunks in there. Okay, I almost dropped it. Wait a second, I almost dropped it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. So I guess we're going to do it just like how we did the other one. Just take your hand, especially if you don't have a funnel. You can also take a piece of paper and kind of make a funnel and stuff like that. But you know, sister wasn't thinking. Put as much in here. Like I have some fresh thyme. I think I'm going to put maybe a couple pieces in there. A couple, what do you call them? Branches? A couple of them in there. Spices everywhere, honey. I'm going to get this up in just a minute. Okay, so we got the thyme in there. We got the fennel seeds, black salt, garlic. We're going to do the black peppercorns. If you've never seen what a black peppercorns is, I got this at the dollar store. A lot of this stuff you can find at Dollar Tree. A lot of this you can find at, the grocery store. A lot of it at the grocery store. See? Black peppercorns. It smells really good. Black peppercorns. This was like $1. I think I got this one from Dollar Tree, so this one's just $1. If you do not have black peppercorn, and I brought this just in case, you can use maybe a teaspoon to a tablespoon of the just regular ground black pepper. It's just better to use the black peppercorn. I think I got this from Dollar Tree. It smells really good too. I like that. It's weird. I like that, but I don't like the black salt smell. Okay, so basil. That's another one. I have fresh basil. I actually meant to put some of those in here, which I'm going to go back and put some in here. I'm going to go ahead and use it. It smells just like a pizza topping. It smells just like pizza. So basil leaves, you want to go ahead and put that in here just like you did the thyme and everything else, right? I have some fresh basil. Like I said, if you have fresh basil, I'm currently growing some of those and some other stuff. And it's doing, my little basil plant is doing pretty good. Pretty good. I'm trying not to overwater it too much from what the spirits tell me. I've been overwatering it. And that smells just like a pizza cooking in the oven. Pasta. So far, this is what we got. Halfway. It's halfway. So we just have the ground sage and cumin left to put up in here. And then we're good to go. And then we're going to just pour off the, the apple cider vinegar. And it's simple like that. The biggest thing is, like I said, if you can use an amber jar or some type of dark jar, use that. I wouldn't use plastic. If that's all you have is a plastic bottle, go ahead and use what you got. But if you have glass, use glass. It's going to just marinate and curate a whole lot better. And that goes for anything using metaphysical magic or whatever, just anything, or even holistic stuff. Just glass is way better. Better conductor energy-wise, because I am going to pray over this and meditate with, especially before I use it. And this is going to be my host jar. So this is the jar I'm going to go back and just refill and stuff like that with the apple cider vinegar. Okay, so we're going to take the sage. And I'm just going to pour it right. This is ground sage. If you have the whole sage leaves, which I thought I had some and I don't, go ahead and use the ground. It's just the same. It's just the same. I'm making a mess at this little altar, but it's okay. And get a spoon like that. I didn't get the spoon. I just grabbed some stuff, huh? I just grabbed some stuff. Like a nut. I'm going to show you guys, once I get done with this, I'm going to show you guys the other little situation I made. I found a recipe over on Pinterest that I really liked. But it has to sit up and you have to charge it and anoint it. And it goes for anything, especially whether it's just a holistic tonic you're making or anything else. Okay, so I have the sage. And we're going to put the cumin in here. And then we're going to be finished with this part and I'm going to get into the next part. So this is cumin. It smells really good too. That smells good. So I'm just going to take my little knife and pare it off. That smells really good. I like that. And this is nothing that our grandparents or great-grandparents didn't do. This right here, this literally has been around centuries. 4 Thieves vinegar. Go on Pinterest and make sure you research before you make this. Find a recipe that works for you and a combination that works for you, especially on a budget. Like I said, the fresh. I'm going to make another. I have another amber bottle. I'm going to make another one, but I'm going to make one that I can drink. You take a sip of that, and like it helps fight off antibiotics. Like it's antibacterial, so it helps fight off bacteria and germs and stuff like that, and all the type of stuff that we're kind of going through because we don't know what the fuck is in this air. We don't. So I got cumin. Okay. Like I said, you can use herbs and seasonings and things like that if you don't have any. If you don't have any, which one is this? I think I'm gonna use some of this as well. Like I said, if you don't have fresh herbs or you can't get a whole supply, eBay has a lot of really good herbs and stuff. Shoot, eBay, Amazon is starting to kind of come up on a lot of stuff. eBay, like I said, I got a lot of some of these whole spices and stuff. A lot of these whole spices literally from eBay during quarantine, the first half of quarantine. Like I said, some told me to, stock up, and I did. And I'm glad I did. Glad I did. So I'm just going to add some more, just a few more just to kind of fill it up a little bit more, and then I'm going to pour off the apple cider vinegar on top of it. Like I said, I normally I have the Bragg's, the big Bragg's, apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. So normally I have that one. So I'm just adding a few more to it. And then I'm going to pour it off. I think that should be enough. Pinch of that. I think that should be it. Oh, I forgot this one. Wait a second. Let me add this one. One more. Oops. Pinch of that. I have spices all over this altar, so it's going in the washer. And then I burnt a hole in it earlier lighting the candle, so yeah. It's going in the washer. I'm going to use it till I can't use it no more. Okay, so that's that. I should have brought my little towel, and I didn't. Okay, so we have that. It looks a hot mess, but I'm going to clean it up, all right? It has seasonings all over it. Get you a funnel, okay? I forgot my wallet, so I couldn't get my funnel. But as you can see, it has all the spices and everything. It's less than half, almost halfway full, so I'm going to go ahead and pour off the apple cider vinegar. So give it a good shake. And this is just the chestnut hill I got from the dollar store. Or, I think it was a Family Dollar. I got this from Family Dollar. And this is acidic. Like I said, you can use any kind of vinegar except for white vinegar from what I understand. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it off. And you're going to make sure you cover it. I'm going to leave a little room so I can put my fresh rosemary. Rosemary, I may get fresh or dry, just depends on what's on sale. Most likely I'm going to get fresh rosemary. It stinks some serious. Oh, that's stinky. That stinks so bad. Oh my god. That stinks so bad. But you're going to take it and it's going to curate. So, where's my top? I do with my top. Well, I put the top on here. Look at that. See? Plenty. So I have enough to make another bottle, and then I have another big jar I'm going to make as well. And see, you can smell that salt. That black salt stinks some serious. So I left on just enough room at the top, just to put my rosemary. I'm going to research it some more, so just give it a slight, kind of let it coagulate. Like I said, get you a funnel. Get you a funnel. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Like I said, I'm going to add some rosemary to this. And I think that's the only thing I'm missing is rosemary. And you just lightly, coagulate it back and forth. A couple times. Keep this in a very dark place. If you can keep it in a dark, cool place, that's great. And if you can keep it away from, of course, children, away from animals, and away from being knocked over, so put it in the back of a cabinet. Like I said, I'm going to wrap mine in a shirt or a towel. Excuse me, a shirt or a towel, and I'm going to put it away. Put it away somewhere dark where I'm not going to touch it. Like I said, also, I don't have the label. I forgot to bring the label. I knew I forgot something. The label. Make sure you're labeling this. So I'm going to put 7/11/2020, and I'm going to put 4 Thieves Vinegar, and I'm going to put non-topical, non-topical. Because I'm not going. This is the one I'm not going to drink, because it has way too much in it for me to drink. Now there's another recipe. It's going to use you use any type of red wine vinegars and stuff like that. Like I said, I have the Bragg's Pure Organic Apple Cider Vinegar. I may go ahead and use that one and have something that you can topically take. But like I said, 6 weeks, literally 6 weeks to 6 months. This is going to be the base. So I can literally pour this off into like a cleansing bottle. I'm going to use the spray and make a cleanser out of it. And then you can take it and, cleanse, especially for full moon and new moon rituals and stuff like that. Especially if you live in an older property, or you're under more attack and things of that nature. That's what that's going to be. There's going to be a nice little barrier. It's going to knock the socks off of somebody, because I'm already smelling it. And, ooh, honey, I can only imagine. I can only imagine 6 weeks from now. But wrap it up. Keep it in a nice, cool place, away from anyone opening it, touching it, and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put 7/11 on it, but, a little label. I'm going to clean it up and then put a label on it. Please date it. I always put the date and the time on it that I have finished. And what time is it actually? It's 2:07 in the morning. So I'm going to put 2:07 actually. I'm going to put 2:07, 7/11/2020. At 2:07 in the morning is when I finished it and shook it. Lightly, and make sure you lightly shake this up. And make sure the top is on, because it stank. It stank. If you do not have all these ingredients, I forgot the lavender. So I'm going to put rosemary and lavender in here. It stink. Oh, bay leaf. I forgot the bay leaf. That's great for protection and stuff as well. So this has to sit up. It stank. Like, to the gods it stank. It stink. I can still smell it now. It's a little bit on my hand, but it's going to like literally. This could probably scare the devil himself as much as this steak. Oh my goodness! You can see the garlic and everything in it. Everything. See, next time when I make it again, I'm gonna use maybe. Well, the other one I have to use the amber bottle because I have 2 amber bottles. But I'm also gonna make another one in a clear bottle. That way you guys can see it as well. So, oh my God, it stinks so bad. I can smell it. It's so much stuff in here. Like I said, I'm going to put lavender in here. I'm going to put some rosemary in it. And you're going to want to fill it up. Fill it up. Leave just a little space in it, okay? Just a little space in it. You don't want to fill it all the way up to the very brim. But you want to kind of cover most of the herbs and roots and things in here. Also, you can put ginger in here. There's 15 million different ones. But rosemary, thyme, garlic, black peppercorn, apple cider vinegar, of course a jar, and lavender has been in some of the more traditional recipes for the Four Thieves vinegar. But there's different ways you can make it. There's different remedies from all over the world of how they make it. There's different other tonics similar to the Four Thieves vinegar. There's the Black Plague tonic. I am very curious to make that one to get ready for winter. So we literally going old school, almost having to go old school, which I'm from this. Well, I live down south, and I'm from the south. This is nothing new. This is something like my ancestors, my grandparents. They would can and jar stuff up and all that kind of stuff, make their own little wine and everything else. So this is nothing new. But literally, a lot of people are going back to that. It looks like a lot of stuff in here, but it's not. It really ain't. It's like literally this much of seasonings and roots and stuff like that, and herbs. And everything else is going to be vinegar. So I need to put the lavender in here. Wait a second. Bay leaf. Bay leaf and lavender. There we go. The only thing I'm missing is rosemary. And I'm going to put a few pieces of fresh thyme in there as well. So yeah. So I got some lavender right here. So there's different ones, and some people use, especially if you know you're only going to use it in a spray bottle and spray it around your house and stuff like that. You can, I can smell it. Oh my God. Ooh, child. That stink. Very bad. So we're going to put a couple pieces of bay leaf in here. I'm going to put a couple pieces of bay leaf. You can grind it up. You can do whatever you want to. I just know it stinks really bad. Really bad. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put like maybe 2 or 3 bay leaves in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and do 3. 3 bay leaves, and then we're going to put lavender in here. But the base recipe, rosemary, lavender, thyme, garlic pieces, apple cider vinegar, black peppercorns, and ground sage. Yeah, ground sage. Those are in the base recipe. You can put basil and stuff like that. Like how I did. It smells like an egg, honey. Speaking of egg, I'm also getting ready to make an egg spiritual wash as well. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff I studied, and I was actually going to buy it, but you can really make this yourself. Because I actually been feeding my cats, my cat, it's a new cat. I haven't named this cat yet. It's very beautiful. I've never seen a cat like this before. Very beautiful. I'm pretty sure that ain't a regular cat, but you know, neither here or there. They are very mystical beings. Okay, so you're going to coagulate it again. Like I said, I'm not going to add any more apple cider vinegar until I get the rosemary in here. Then I'll go ahead and top it off. And remember, you're going to leave a little room for it, just for it to, what's the word? Fermentate. For fermentation, basically. It's going to fermentate with the apple cider vinegar and stuff in it. Okay, so you're going to just coagulate it back and forth. It looks full, but it's really just the apple cider vinegar and the herbs and roots and spices and stuff floating. So yeah, so it has some of everything. There's I mean, like I said, literally whatever you have in your kitchen, you really can make. As long as you have apple cider vinegar, that's the biggest thing with this. The apple cider vinegar has to be this of a dark color. What else is there? I think that's it. That's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this alone. I'm gonna clean it up and stuff once I get off camera and put everything up. Well, that's gonna be that. Also, I told you guys I had been working on something. Like I said, you can go to Pinterest. There's a recipe for bitch be gone, but you gotta let it sit up a little bit. And it's a protection dust. It's a protection dust. I remixed it because I did my research, boo. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff that I can use. I stocked up, so I have a little bit more than other people to use right now. But this is called Bitch Be Gone dust, okay? This is protection dust. Especially, like I said, it has to curate a little bit, and you have to charge it and meditate over it and let it sit up. I have to let mine sit up. I left my elixir in its little case. So, also, like I said, the protection oil and stuff like that I've made, elixir, it has to curate, just like this 4 Thieves has to curate for a couple weeks. It has to curate so the spices and herbs and roots and everything else and essential oils can all blend. So you still have to anoint it and all that kind of stuff and pray over it, all that type of good stuff. Just like the charged water, everything similar. Okay? So we have all this, but this right here, I'm curious to when this is going to work. Like I said, it's almost ready. It's almost done. And yes, it's a dust. Oh, well, you can use the dust immediately. Yeah, but with me, I like to let it sit for a second. The longer it sits and absorbs energy, the better. At least that's for me. You know what I'm saying? You can put this under moonlight. You can put this, especially new moon that's coming up. You can do full moon, but new moon, new energy. Definitely, I would put this under moonlight. I think that's it. I think, right? Also, I left it in the other room. So I may come back to it, but, you know, I'm going to post some videos over on YouTube. So what you're seeing here, I'm just going to redirect people here, but also I'm going to do a brief review over on Facebook, darling. But yeah, salt bath, this is the white one. This is the empty one. I have the other one in the other room, which I'm going to actually end up making a big bottle of something else I found on. Like I said, save your little containers. You don't have to save all of them. But save the one that you know for a fact that you're going to like use over. Like this one right here is a really big one. You can make a lot of protection remedies in this right here, this container. Instead of throwing it out and putting it back into like a waste field, you can take it and recycle it and keep using it. You can cleanse it, reuse it, charge it, whatever. You can make salt baths in here. You can just do different stuff. You can make a bigger version of this, which I think I may do. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Something else also I was working on as well, and I got this idea last week. Ain't it cute? It got some spices on it. But wait a second. There we go. I got this jar from Dollar Tree. I've already cleansed it down physically, and also saged it inside and out as well, right? This is what you call a blessing jar. A lot of the older religious, spiritual people, they normally have it. So I'm going to sit this literally at my altar or on my desk or somewhere or on my top of my dresser. This is going to be a blessing jar. So the only thing you need to cleanse it. Cleanse it, sage it down, inside and out. Literally let the smoke from your sage engulf it. It still smells like it. Cleanse it down. You can cleanse it down. I cleanse it down with alcohol and stuff first. So you can cleanse it with soap and water and everything first. And then you can take moon water. And then you can take charged water or Florida water. And then you can take your sage and cleanse it down just from a spiritual standpoint, because you don't know who been touching it. I thought this was so cute. I was going to use those old school candy jars with the pull off top, like the little candy jars, but I thought this was cute. And also you can also put like a little slit in here, which I think I may do, and to put the petition paper down. And like I've shown this before. This is my prayer box. This is my prayer box. And in here, of course, it has a pencil and also the actual little tablet, right? So you can get any little post-it or little notepad from the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. Get your little pencil. They sell the little pencils and stuff as well. And you can put it on the inside of here. Also, you can take your Sharpie, which I am going to put a sigil. You can put a sigil for blessings and stuff like that on the top of the lid. or you can also put like a sigil and like I said, on a little piece of wood or something like that. You can decorate it with little sigils and stuff like that, with paper and different things like that. Also, like I said, I do ancestor offerings. I hadn't done one in a minute. Because like I don't do certain things during retrograde and stuff like that. Also, this right here, red pen, green pen, and also I have just a regular pen as well for petitioning as well. Especially if it's just for prayers and stuff like that, I normally just put in the regular black ink. I don't normally use blue ink, but if you're praying to a certain angel or deity, if it has a certain color that it actually, like Archangel Michael, is, of course, he uses the red candle, but his crystal is the lapis crystal, the lapis lazuli crystal. You may want to use blue in the same similar color, red or blue. Okay, but red, of course, is for away, like especially if you want to take away karmic debt and all that type of stuff, or anything negative energies and stuff, you would write in red ink. Green ink is to bring in abundance, prosperity, of course, financial stuff, fortune and stuff. Pink is for like love and all that type of sensual, sexual energy, stuff like that. But this is a blessing jar, so it can be a petition jar or a blessing jar. Just depends on what you want to do. At the base and at the top, I will put a sigil at the top. You can use a Sharpie like this, or you can also go ahead and, you can design it however you want to do it. You can put it on the glass, on the top, on the bottom, however you want to do it. Also, you can take ancestor money and petition it as well within here as well. So that's something else you can do. Like I said, it's no different than this, but it's just a jar. It's just a jar. So a blessing jar. You talk about your blessings and stuff like that. You put it on your altar, your petitions, your prayers, all that kind of good stuff. It's going to go in here. I went back this Tuesday to actually see if they had some more jars, because I thought these were like really cute for spices and herbs and stuff like that to put in here. And they were out. So I was just like, you know what, somebody can call on to my idea or something. But yeah, this came from the Dollar Tree just for $1.10. Yeah, dollar plus tax, $1.10. Like I said, you can put a little slit in here. And you can make a insertable blessing jar, but this is going to be my blessing jar, prayer jar, blessing jar, petition jar. Like I said, I like using glass. Of course, be careful that you put this somewhere where it's not going to fall off or hurt somebody, hurt yourself, break and shatter. Keep it away from children, things like that. So that, I think, is it, people. That is it. That's all the remedies I want to show you, far as metaphysical and spiritual. And like I said, I'm going to keep you updated on this right here. So kind of getting ourselves ready for the fall. We've gotten our stuff for the summer, but getting ourselves ready for the fall and winter months. Like I said, this right here literally can set up for a long time. It can set up as long as, you're able to use it without it molding and stuff like that. That's why you want to keep it in a dark, cool place. I would use a bathroom cabinet in the back, like the bottom cabinets, like wrap it up and push it somewhere in the back where it's not going to be heated up or anything like that. Okay, somewhere cool and cold, and somewhere there's not a lot of direct sunlight, because it's going to have to sit up. Okay, so I think that's it. Like I said, this right here, let me see if I can find the recipe. But if you go on Pinterest, I have it in my little book. That's why I keep a little notepad and an actual little book. I keep all the stuff that I find. I have books also on my tablet. If you have a Nook or any type of tablet, you can go to I think it's freebooks.net or something like that. They have free books and information. I mean, there's so much information out here, but be careful what you're using, of course. This right here is called Bitch Be Gone, okay? This is Bitch Be Gone, and this is a protection dust. You have to kind of charge it, and charge it and stuff first, and then you can sprinkle it around your house, inside, outside, window sills. You can sprinkle it around, like in your bed if you want to. Definitely the window sills and stuff like that, where there's a lot of supernatural activity. Okay, so we have it, but I've been letting mine sit up so it can kind of draw in energy. Like I said, I do store this in a dark place as well until I'm ready to use it. Then before I use it, I normally put things out into my little, surface air on the altar and things like that. So thank you guys for watching. We got 10 seconds left. Cards and Coffee. We'll be back Sunday, 12 p.m. noon. I will see you guys there. And I love you. Hopefully you like these remedies and it help you. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and everything. All right? Bye.